In 30 days, I'm going to be graduating high school and starting a brand new chapter of my life. I'm honestly low-key scared, and I'm not sure of what's to come or anything like that. What I do know is I need to document it, and that's what I'm doing right now. If you don't know me already, my name is John Lindula. I'm an entrepreneur, 17 years old, and I basically help entrepreneurs document their lives and document their journey through maybe it's life, business, whatever it is, and I help them monetize it and funnel it back into their own business. Now, I say that I help people do this and I've been documenting my life, but I haven't documented my life in about maybe 2 months, I'd say, roughly. I don't think I did anything for March, maybe like 1 or 2 videos, and yeah, I've just been enjoying and living my life. But I think I forgot how powerful documentation can be. I just went to prom on Saturday, and so that was awesome. It was my final prom, and I lived that moment. Instead of sitting on my camera recording everybody else, I really just took it in, and I think that's important to do sometimes, is just to focus on life, not take out the camera 24/7, and just experience it. That's what life is, right? But I also do think there's a different aspect of that, a different part of that, where you should take out your camera and you should document it, because you're never going to relive those moments again. So it's better to just have a recollection, have a memory of that. And that's what I'm doing right now. But 30 weekdays left until I graduate high school and I start the next chapter of my life, which is college life and really scaling this business into another level. So let me just start off with what has happened in the past couple weeks, months that I have been not recording. So first, soccer season started, and I also started to do tennis as well. That's just something I picked up because I like the game and I think it's really cool. Business is doing great. We're having a steady flow of income each month, and so now the job is to start scaling, whether that's meaning more clients, upping the rate, or just starting another business, which is something I'll get into very, very soon. But other than that, really that's just it. Just been living my life, really taking everything in as a senior this year. I'm gonna miss my classmates. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I could sit here and be like, oh, I hate school and I can't wait to get out, but really I'm gonna miss it. But again, that's a talk for another time. I just really wanted to introduce myself, get back on the camera one day or day one, really. Oh, I forgot. So basically these vlogs are gonna be recorded in episodes, not necessarily vlogs weekly, just because it's much more sustainable that way. I could actually be consistent when I'm putting out episodes. So episodes might be like 3 days, or they probably won't be 3 days, but they could be 3 days, ranging from 3 days to 2 weeks. It depends. I'm gonna try and get it out weekly, or I'm at least try to get it out 7 days in one episode, but don't expect it to be a consistent flow of every single Monday you're gonna see a new vlog or see a new episode, because that's just not sustainable at the moment. With tennis matches and soccer games and client work and all of these different things that I'm currently working on, it's very, very difficult to put out a vlog every single week consistently with no outsourcing every single Monday. But that's where I help entrepreneurs, is where I actually do all that heavy lifting for them. They can put out videos every single day, or they can put out vlogs every single day, documentation every single day, because I'm there editing the content, finding the clips, uploading the content onto their social media platforms, all of that. I do that all for them. And so that's basically my job. But at the moment, I don't really have anyone for me. But that's because I don't really have too high of an income right now. I have a steady one, but it needs to be higher, in my opinion. So that's where I come into my second business, which is actually going to be my side hustle that I'm going to be starting out here soon with my friend Joan. You guys might remember Joan from earlier in the vlog. We used to go to the gym all the time, but it's a little bit more difficult when you have school in the way of everything. But basically the first side hustle, is going to be reselling. Now I have a friend named Joshua, which you guys also might know from the beginning of the vlog, right? Beginning of this season. Okay, I might do seasons for vlogs. That's an idea. But basically, he's my friend Joshua. He did reselling, and I learned a little bit from him while he was doing his thing, but eventually we broke off because of school again. But seeing as now I have a steady income, but I still need to have, more money, just to scale it more. It's better just to start a side hustle that I can get some quick cash. And reselling is one of those things. If I can start reselling AirPods and things of that nature and start making a pretty good amount, that's just income for me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much a life update right now. Graduation's coming up soon. I got graduation cards on the table right now. And so yeah, I actually do have a soccer game today, which I probably will not record, but we'll see what will happen. But anyways, yeah. Alright, what's up guys? So it is currently 12:02 a.m. and I've just been working on my computer here. I was just in my bed, just chilling. We prayed not long ago, just talking about graduation and stuff. And currently it is 29 days until graduation, minus the weekends, which is honestly crazy to think about. But yeah, I had my first tennis match, so obviously I didn't win that, but I had fun, and I learned some things just by watching. But yeah, Thursday and Friday I have a a soccer game, both soccer games at home, so might not be on the camera too much. But a lot of this is just like, soccer games, tennis matches, soccer practice, tennis practice, etc., etc. And it does extend the time away from home, but my systems allow me to edit pretty fast. So as long as I have those, I'm chilling. But as of right now, all I was doing was just setting up my day, making my to-do list. I find it very important that I do to-do lists, that I make to-do lists, because if I don't make to-do lists, I honestly waste my day. Or I'll end up scrolling and forget that I have content planned or whatever, right? As in on my content side of things, I want to get that up and running again. I'm on my second series, Living Purpose, but we need to get that redone. Not redone, but gotta set that back up again, because I have just taken a hiatus, and that goes with the vlog as well. But yeah, that's pretty much what I was doing, just setting up my day for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably record a lot more, get some more b-roll, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. What's up, everybody? So it is currently like 6. It's like close to 6 p.m. right now, and what I'm doing, I literally just got back home from practice, and I just I bought some items for my new, I don't know if I told you guys or not, but I'm starting a side hustle just to make some extra cash on the side, because my business makes me some money, but a lot of it I reinvest back into the business, or I save for to upgrade for my business. I don't usually spend a lot of my money, at least I'm not right now, being a better steward of my money right now. So as of right now, what I'm doing is I'm starting up my side hustle, which is reselling. And I was going to resell AirPods or whatever, like what everyone else does, but I found out that was illegal. And as a Christian, I can't do anything illegal. That's just wrong. We don't do that. And so I just have to go to the thrift store and charge. I went to Goodwill earlier after practice, and I just bought some items. Like I bought this Keurig, which was for $8, and I looked up online and you could sell it for like $90. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just start looking up these items, as well as get ready for this video that I have to record for Jaden and Austin and all of them. So we have client work to do, as well as my side hustle. So yeah, lots of work, but let's get into it. Yo, what's up guys? So I got a little bit of time before I gotta go to church here very soon, but we just listed our items here on Depop. So I have my Xbox that I had listed. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think it's backwards, but you guys can see here that I have my Xbox listed on here. Yeah, I just got it listed on here. I don't use my Xbox anymore. I haven't used it in a long time. So I was like, you know what, let's sell it. I mean, I've been planning to sell it for a long time, but I just never took the chance to, so I decided to sell it, and I was like, yeah. But besides that, I sold this jacket. It's a nice Adidas vintage jacket. Low-key, I wanted it, but I need the money, so I listed it up $45 both on Depop as well as eBay. I'm surprised that actually did list it, because I'm pretty sure you have to be 18, but it never asked me for my age, so I don't know. I just listed it. So I listed both my Xbox and the vintage jacket, and yeah, I'm hoping they'll sell relatively soon so I can get some money here. I do need money just as a side income. It won't come from my business, but it'll just be side hustle. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to do. Just wanted to update you guys on that, and I'll see you guys later. I gotta go to church now. Vlog, what's up vlog? It's like what? It's like Friday 11:20 a.m. Not at school today, because check it, we got brace. I think I might have sprained my wrist. I'm not exactly sure yet. I went to the doctor's earlier, but we played an amazing soccer game yesterday. I was actually gonna talk to the camera, but I kind of just forgot to do it. And so yeah, this morning, you guys can barely see, there's no good lighting, but this morning my wrist was hurting. I was like, Dad, we gotta go to the doctors. We gotta go see what's going on. So we went there, got x-rayed, got this brace thing. We don't know if it's sprained yet, but we're gonna find out here very, very soon. But yeah, the plan for today, record for Afari, basically get everything that I should have gotten done this week done, because insanely busy week. We had church, we had soccer games, we had practice, we had all these things, and it all accumulates into one big moment. So yeah, I'm gonna get all I need to get done today, which is basically just content for brands, content for me. I need to get some content out too. I haven't uploaded in like a month, but yeah, that's pretty much the thing for today. I might go to the soccer game, I might not. We'll see. I for sure want to get everything done in business though. So with that being said, see you guys later. Peace.
It will typically work out just fine, and that's the most difficult thing to do. Some brands might ask for a portfolio whenever.
All right, guys. So basically, what that video was about was just about how I'm starting on my second. Or my side hustle, right? I was thinking, right? Reselling is just not for me. It's just not for me. I'm not the type of person to go buy a product, list it on eBay, hope that I get a sale, right? That's not what I want. I want to see a return on investment quick, but I don't want to wait, if I'm being honest. So that's where UGC comes in. I'm already a content creator. I already understand the basics of content creation, and I can basically edit my own videos, because I am a video editor. So I can save businesses a lot of time just by them sending me a product and sending me the money. So that's the second side hustle. UGC, taking that out right now. I'm setting it up. I want to get this started next week. So yeah, done with the reselling. We're going to UGC right now. That's going to be our side hustle, as well as video editing and helping entrepreneurs. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Okay, this is like really, really cinematic, and I promise you I'm not trying to be. It's just, this is just in the lighting that I'm in right now. But yeah, currently it is Sunday, April 13th, and this week was kind of like, just a working week, and I just need to get back into the swing of things. Yesterday, I know I didn't really vlog, but I just got off a meeting with Jaden, so we just talked about his content a little bit. But yesterday, I didn't vlog. I had a huge meeting with Ken, and he's the owner of Creatopia, and he's also like my content mentor in a sense. Hold on, I don't want this too dark. I don't want this like to be like the most cinematic thing ever. Like I just want this to be a normal, sitting down talking video. But yeah, we basically talked yesterday, and we just talked about how I was in a meeting with two other people. This is for his March games, and like we just talked about content, and I talked about my struggle with short form content and my direction with it, and how I want to go with it, etc., etc. But I think we really nailed it down, and to the point where I feel like I'm ready to come back to social media and really just able to create content again. I'm really excited because after taking this hibernation, I was just like, I don't really want to make content anymore, but it's my business, and I actually like making content. I just don't know how I want to make the content. And before you say, but you teach other people how to make content, why couldn't you just make content? That's not how that works. It's not bad to learn and just take opinion and criticism from other people in order to excel at the thing you do already. Just because I make content or I help others make content doesn't mean I can't learn from other people who are doing the same thing. And so that call was really, really useful. And so now what I'm going to do is, before I was going to say I'm going to record my content that I missed, but that's actually not true. I'll do that in a bit. But side hustle update, which is what I'm going to do. Every single day I'm going to do a side hustle update. Side hustle update, I recorded 3 mock videos. 1 for my blue light glasses I'm wearing now. 2 for a black shirt. And 3 for the Cetaphil skincare bottle thingy. And these mock videos are going to be used as my portfolio, even though I don't actually work with the brand, which I'll make a disclaimer for. But it's just good to practice before you actually get a client. And that's actually what I recommend doing with anybody now. For example, video editing. I used to edit my own videos before I actually got any clients. And even before that, I edited for free before I could, charge prices. And, I edited first for somebody, right? Like I edited a short form video for somebody before I could actually edit them entirely. And so that's probably the most important thing when you're starting out a business or a side hustle. Do something for free. Do something without getting any reward, and I promise you, you're gonna get 10x the results from that. But yeah, that's probably just it for today. Otherwise, I'm gonna just lock in on this business, get the videos out, edit the short form videos, edit a Nefari video, just a ton of editing, a lot of editing. And I want to also read the Bible today. I've been falling off my faith a little bit in Christ, but I feel like we're coming back to it now. I'm really starting to feel like my old self, my old working hard, disciplined self again. But it's gonna take patience to get to the level I was at last summer, which is almost crazy. I almost started. It's like quarter 3 now. No, it's quarter 2. It's quarter 2, I believe. It should be quarter 2 until June, and so in June I want to be making a solid 3K a month. I think that's a reasonable goal. I'm making like 1.4 right now, but if I can make a solid 3K by June, that would be great. Let's see how far I get in this business thing. But without further ado, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, next vlog, next episode. Peace.